So, hello guys, this is Yude. So, today we are going with TCS Prime interview experience. Today there is Manasa with us. She cracked TCS Prime role. So, let us hear from her. So, hi Manasa, can you introduce yourself?
Well, thank you for inviting me, Uday. Myself, Manasa. I'm currently pursuing BTech final year in the stream of Computer Science at Gayatri Vidya Parishad College of Engineering, Vizag. I recently got selected for TCS in the Prime category. That's it.
Okay. So, coming to this TCS Prime role, is there any eligibility criteria, Manasa?
Yes, Uday. Actually, any student who is pursuing BTech, MTech, or MCA with a minimum CGPA of 6.75 is allowed to take part in this TCS drive. Along with it, the students can have one active backlog, and the education gap shouldn't exceed 24 months.
Okay. Okay. And can you tell us this whole process? Like, what are the number of rounds, and can you give it in a high level overview?
Yeah. First of all, we need to register ourselves in the TCS Next Step portal. After registering in it, we will be getting an admit card and then we will be attempting the TCS NQT assessment. After qualifying in that NQT assessment, based on the results, we will be categorized into three different categories and then we will be having interview. The interview consists of two rounds, technical round and HR round. That's it.
Okay. So, can you tell us about the starting round about this TCS and QT test?
Yeah. This TCS NQT assessment is mainly conducted to assess the candidate's technical and logical ability along with their communication skills and coding skills. There are two sections in total. The first one is basic aptitude test, which consists of three subsections. One is logical, consisting of 20 questions, which should be answered in 20 minutes. Next one is verbal, 25 questions in 25 minutes. And next one is numerical, 20 questions in 20 minutes. After clearing this round, we will be going to the advanced quant and coding round. It consists of two subsections. The first one will be advanced quant, which will be consisting of 14 questions that should be solved in 25 minutes. Next one will be the coding round that consists of two questions which should be solved within a span of 90 minutes. One is of easy difficulty and another one is with a medium difficulty.
Okay. And how many questions we need to solve to get into this prime role?
Yeah. If we able to score, actually the prime role depends on the advanced quant and coding round. If we are able to solve both the questions, we will be having a good chance to get into this prime category. Even if we are able to solve too many questions in the advanced quant, as well as if we are able to solve at least one question, say medium level question in the coding section, then also we'll be able to get into this prime category.
Okay. Okay. So, how many questions did you solve in
I
your?
solved both.
Okay, you solved it. Yeah. And is like what is the interval duration between this TCS and QT test and your interview round?
Okay. First of all, I wrote my exam on October 3rd. Within a span of 25 days, like around October 28th, we got the results of the TCS NQT assessment. After getting the results, my interview was held on 14th November. Then we got the final results of our interview on 18th November.
Okay. Yeah. So, let us discuss about your interview round. Can you discuss it very briefly?
Yeah, my interview round actually consists of two subsections. One is technical round and other one is HR round. My technical round started with my achievement, wherein he asked me about one of the competition that I have participated in. I
Okay.
explained him, and then he asked me about our data science club. After that, he asked me whether am I interested in data science or ML. I replied it's ML. Then he asked me to explain SVM. In continuation to that, he also asked me to explain it with a graph. I did.
Okay.
Then he asked me about gradient descent. I
Okay.
explained. Then he asked me to implement SVM without importing it from sklearn library. I told him that I can't do it. Then
Okay.
he asked me about feature selection. I explained it and also I mentioned some of the techniques that are involved in feature selection. So in
Okay.
continuation to that, he asked me to explain any one of the feature selection technique. After that, he gave me an example and asked me to apply one hot encoding scheme and
Okay.
asked me to write the output on the paper. I wrote it on the paper and then he asked me whether am I comfortable with Python programming language. I said yes. So
Okay.
he asked me to write a code to calculate the mean for given values.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote. Then he again asked me, what if you do if I give a numpy array instead of a list? I
Okay.
explained.
Okay.
And then he asked me to write an SQL query to
Okay.
calculate the second highest salary, to print second highest salary from the
Okay.
given salaries in two different ways. I wrote.
Okay.
And then finally he asked me whether I have any questions to him or not. With this, my TR round concluded and asked me to go to HR.
Okay. And didn't they ask you about any project questions?
No, 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 they didn't ask me about any projects or he didn't even ask me my self intro too.
Oh, okay. And like, what about this managerial recruiter? And did he
No,
ask you any about a situation kind of like HR
no, no.
questions or not?
For my interview, I have only a TR person. There is no MR for me.
Okay.
He is actually sitting, but he didn't ask me any questions.
Okay. Yeah. Got it. And yeah, now let us move to your HR round. What about your HR round?
My HR round lasted for 5 to 6 minutes. He
Okay.
just asked me only four questions. One is how my TR round went, and next he asked me about have I traveled any different places other than Vizag. Then
Okay.
he asked me to mention any some interesting things like about me, any interesting things about me, and then finally he asked me whether am I willing to relocate or not. With this, my TR round HR round concluded.
Okay. Okay. So that is the last round.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, is there any preparation strategy that you followed to get into this prime role?
Yeah. After getting my TCS NQT assessment results, the first and foremost thing that I did is I watched the experiences of previously selected prime candidates.
Okay.
After hearing to their experiences, I came to know that the interviewer will be mainly focusing on the project's resume, and also we should be good at any one of the trending technologies like AI, ML, cybersecurity, etc. And
Yes.
apart from this, we should be having a keen we should be having a very clear view about what we have kept in in our resume.
Yeah.
So I am very much interested in ML. So I
Okay.
started my preparation by delving deep into the concepts of ML and deep learning.
Okay.
After that, I also prepared some concepts of CN, DBMS, OOPS, OS, etc. Then finally, I prepared my self intro.
Okay. And did you mention anything about machine learning in your projects in your resume?
Yeah, yeah, I did one deep learning project.
Okay. So that's why there are more questions on ML side.
Yeah,
Okay. And what is the compensation that they are offering for this role?
they are providing a CTC of 9 LPA, but we will be getting around 55 to 60K per month.
Okay. So they didn't provided any breakdown right now.
No, no, no.
Okay. Yeah. So any suggestions from your side, Manasa, for someone who is preparing for this prime interview?
Yeah, my suggestion to crack the interview is that they should be having a very clear view and they should be very confident about each and everything that they keep on their resume.
Okay.
Along with that, one of the most important thing is that during their interview, if they don't know answer to a particular question, it's better to genuinely say that they don't know the answer rather than guessing it or convincing them with their answer.
Okay. Yeah. Got it. Yeah, so that's it for the day. So if you're still having any doubts, below I'll mention Manasa's LinkedIn ID. You can reach out to her. So thank you, Manasa, for sharing your experience with us.
Thank you, they thank you.